Dr. Gene Geske on the phone with us. Thankfully, Gene is here because we've got some callers, Gene, that want to ask us some more pet questions here on a snowy Sunday night.
Okay.
Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. No, wait. Before we get to Erica. Erica, hang on. She's got questions about both cats and dogs. I want to find out what a veterinarian has in her household. What kind of pets? Do you have a lot of pets?
Well, we used to have a lot of pets. We're slowly whittling it down just because of old age, and we had a lot of pocket pets: chinchilla, rabbits, cockatiel, hamster, gerbils. So there were quite a few cages here to clean.
Oh, you know what? I used to have gerbils too, but they're all gone now.
Oh,
yeah, it's pretty sad.
It's pretty sad.
It's very sad.
Just a reminder, too, Dan, since this is pretty much the first accumulation of snow of any significance this year, people that have either small dogs or the new puppies, any of the puppies that were gifts for Christmas, the owner should go ahead and try to shovel away a little area for those dogs. They don't quite know what to expect, and many of them don't want to go outside to go to the bathroom when they have to tramp through the snow. So, you know
what I used to do is I shoveled a maze in my backyard in the snow. And it was great. The dog
and the dog use it? Or did you
the dog would run out there, and you just see Kelly was a little Sheltie dog, and you could just see her tail going through the maze, and I think she had fun with that. I don't know. 3 days later, she'd find her way back to the door. It was maybe kind of cruel, actually, now that I mention it out loud. I'm kidding. I didn't do that. All right, let's go to let's go to Erica, who's in Coon Rapids. Hi, Erica.
Hi.
How are you tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. I was teasing about the maze thing.
Hi, Erica.
Hi. I have a question for Gene, and I have some cats and dogs. And my dogs, the males are slender, but the female is really, really pudgy. And the same thing with the cats. I have 2 male cats, and they're very slender, but the female is really fat. So what do I do? Or, how do I...
Erica, first of all, are the animals neutered?
Yes.
Okay. We will see that quite often when an animal's unneutered, that they stay on lean body weight, and male dogs tend to do that much more. It is a little bit difficult when you have some animals that are overweight and the other ones that are thinner. Typically what we have you do is try to feed them separate, or it's always easier to give the dog and the cat that are thinner a little bit more, but the big important thing is to actually measure out how much you're giving these animals so they're not overeating.
Okay.
Now, the larger animals aren't taking from the smaller animals, are they?
You know what? I really don't know.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes that happens, and that's why the feeding separately comes into play, because people don't really realize, some of the other dogs walk away from their dish, and guess who's coming running to, fill and up on their portion, too.
Mm-hmm.
So it becomes a little bit more difficult. They also have some very good weight management food that is available, and I don't know if most of the public has heard, but Pfizer, a drug company, is coming out with a diet pill for dogs, and so that should be out sometime this May, and to help those dogs that just can't shed the extra pound.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of information about it, but it'll be interesting to see how effective and how well it's accepted.
Now, Gene, I kind of detected a little kind of a sigh in there. Like, do you think that that's a good idea? The diet pill for dogs?
It's a mix. Typically, it's easier to lose weight for your animal because they can't open the refrigerator. So it's actually what you're feeding them, allows them to get overweight. It's a little more difficult in winter because exercise isn't very readily available. Most people don't exercise their dogs. It's just a little harder to do. But, weight management in animals can be fairly successful because we are actually in control.
Right. All right, very good. Erica, thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, have fun shoveling tomorrow. All right.
Okay.
We will talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
All right, that's Erica on WCCO. That opens up a line, 612-651-989-9226 or 1-866-989-9226. they've just instituted, Gene, this nationwide toll-free number. Now, we used to have the toll-free number at I think it just went around maybe the 5-state area, if that. Now we get calls from all over the country. I want to get a call from somewhere really, really far away in the worst way here tonight before we wrap things up. So give a call on that number, 1-866-989-9226. Get your pet questions. Dr. Gene Geske is with us. And, Gene, you're at the Wcco Animal Care Hospital. Tell us a little bit about that place where you work. What is that like?
Well, it's an exciting place. We have a multi-doctor, about 5 doctors working for us. The most exciting part of the practice is we also have a company, well, actually a business that runs a portable CAT scan, and we help out with that. But it's the advances that we have in veterinary medicine are becoming very exciting, and so we get to see a lot of animals and the CAT scans and hopefully help them and diagnose their problems, which we otherwise wouldn't be able to do.
Now, in a CAT scan, wouldn't that be a people scan then if it was for a cat? I mean, you
would think, but they didn't really change the acronym because of that. But,
and then you have a dog scan.
And the dog scan, right.
And the gerbil scan, so on and so on. All right, VCAAnimalCareMin.com is the website. You can find out more about the VCA Animal Care Hospital where Dr. Gene Geske is happily employed. And we will have more with Gene in just a moment. Line up some more calls, 651-612-989-9226 or 1-866-989-9226 around the country. All right, give us a call here at 830-WCCO.
When news breaks, Minnesota turns to trusted information.
Today's 830 WCCO.
WCCO Radio, a snowy Sunday night. Dan Geiger in for Geraldine Steele. As far as I know, Geraldine will be back in this chair next Sunday night at this time, and we'll try to put together a great show for her next week. We've got Dr. Gene Geske in with us tonight. Well, actually, she's on the phone, all snuggled in her little warm abode there with her fuzzy bunny slippers on. I got this whole big mental image, Gene, of how you're calling in here in the snow. We'll put her on the phone here. I think I did that right. Hello?
I'm here.
You're there. Okay. All right. We've got Michael calling from Minnetonka with a dog question for us. Hi, Michael.
Hi, how are you?
I'm so fine. How about you?
Good, thanks.
Okay.
Well, here's my question. I have a female black lab that's about 4 years old and a male yellow lab that's almost a year and a half. The female is very sweet, very docile, tolerates a lot of baby-like behavior by the male. And he still, even though he's going on a year and a half, he still has a tendency to kind of want to jump up on people. And he's a big dog. He's probably right about 100 pounds now. And I'm just wondering if there are any suggestions as to how to modify that behavior.
Sure. There are really good things. First, Michael, is he neutered?
He is, yes.
Okay. All right. And does he know any basic commands? Have you taken him through any type of training class at all, or will he, sit and stay for you or anything like that?
He did go to a puppy school and did pretty well, but truthfully, he's
kind of fallen off the wagon a little, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. He especially is kind of does what he wants to do sometimes, and other times he will obey commands.
Sure. This is the point where you're going to have to be doing a lot of homework with him as far as relearning, having him just with repetition go over those commands. Because once the dog is really well trained, the jumping can be avoided by just having the dog sit stay. They get very excited. One other thing that you can also do and help aiding you is they have wonderful devices they're called head harnesses, or they have several different names. Gentle Leader is one of them.
Well, very good. And do you have a phone number at your hospital that people can reach you at?
Sure. It's 612-866-1493 is our office hour.
Okay.
So it can be reached there. And it was a nice show. Enjoy being here.
All right. Thanks for sharing your time with us. We appreciate it very much. All right?
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. That's Dr. Gene Geske, our favorite veterinarian guest here on WCCO.